Okay, so question. What's the most important feature that helps to influence your smartphone decision? So for me, there's three main things. Great screen, decent battery life, and a good camera. And I'm going to be exploring the third option today, which is the camera experience on iPhone XS Max, and seeing if it's still, almost 4 years later, a decent smartphone to have as your camera phone. Okay, so front-facing video on iPhone XS Max. Unfortunately, there's no 4K video from the front-facing camera. That wasn't introduced until iPhone 11. So you're just stuck with a native 1080p at either 30 or 60 frames per second with electronic image stabilization. So let me know in the comments what you think of the quality of this video, the sound. I think it looks pretty good, but let me know down in the comments. Okay, so video coming from iPhone XS Max. This is where you'll find the 4K video coming from the main camera at either 24, 30 or 60 FPS. It's, as you'd expect quality-wise from any of the iPhones from probably iPhone 10 onwards, really great quality. But again, let me know what the audio pickup's like. And yeah, let me know what you think of the video quality. Okay, so I've talked quite a bit about the video quality on iPhone XS Max. Now, I just want to talk a little bit more about the photo quality coming from this phone. Now, all of the iPhones are known for being some of the best point and shoot camera phones on the market, like the Google Pixel phones. There's no pro mode or anything like that. So they're set up just so that you can point at a subject, press a shutter button, and then you get a really great quality photo. Now, this isn't any different with iPhone XS Max. Even almost 4 years later, it still produces some really, really nice photos. They've all got great detail, nice natural colour, so there's no oversaturating of any of the photos. This particular photo here of my typical lovebirds that I take photos of, and they're on this water feature. It's just got great natural colour. The photo here is basically what it looks like to my eyes when I'm looking at it out in the garden. So, and then switching to the telephoto camera, you do notice a slight change in the way that the photo looks, to me anyway. I mean, it's got an f2.4 aperture lens, so it doesn't quite let in as much light as what the main camera does, and it's not going to be as good a quality sensor as that main camera as well. So of course, switching to the telephoto, like I said, you do lose that quality that you would find from the main camera. You'd be better off if you want to zoom in, take a picture from the main sensor and then just crop in a little bit, and I think you'd probably find a better photo in that respect. Now, HDR also does a really great job in a lot of these photos. I took them all out in the garden when it was really bright. There were no areas that were blown out. Everything was controlled pretty well, and even some of the slightly darker areas are controlled really well as well. Color is really natural, so there's nothing really I can complain too much about the XS Max camera. Now, like I've said before, there's no pixel binning and there's no night mode on iPhone XS Max. So low light photos is where you're going to find that this camera doesn't perform quite as well as the newer models of the iPhone. And even low light photos, it may not perform quite as well as budget Android devices that do support a night mode and pixel binning that just bring in that little bit more light. So if that's going to be an issue for you, then the iPhone XS Max may not be the best phone for you. But in terms of everyday shooting, portrait mode is absolutely great. Subject separation is really good, and natural skin tones and all that sort of stuff. Everything that you would expect from a high quality phone, and even at the reduced prices that the iPhone XS Max is going for, it produces some really nice photos. Okay, so that's my video on the iPhone XS Max camera. It's still, and overall, it's a fantastic camera. I think the shortcomings of no night mode and no pixel binning are very, very small in the grand scheme of things, considering how little money that you have to pay now to get yourself an iPhone XS Max. And the overall camera experience is still fantastic, and everything else is great. The screen, performance, and all that sort of stuff is still amazing. And if you can get one for around the 200 quid mark, which is what I paid for this one, you got yourself a really great phone. So thank you for watching this little camera test, and let me know down in the comments what you think of the iPhone XS Max camera. Would you buy one now? Are you looking at getting one maybe, or do you have another iPhone that you think is a better option? So again, do let me know in the comments, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.